hoodie. We in a break room. You know what I mean? We in a break room stream. But now I just wanted to come live real quick and give a brief recap of the boxing weekend. You know what I mean? I'm kicking off with my homie Demetrius Andrade. Looked it phenomenal, son. Uh, had a bit of a crazy layoff, but he got back to the drawing board. He got back to the drawing board quick. You know what I mean? Utilized his jab. Had a couple. He had a couple nice power shots that landed. Good accuracy. You know what I mean? Decent footwork. You know what I mean? You can. It's been a minute since he was in the ring. What up, Kano? You can tell it was in a minute he was in the ring, but since he been in the ring, but he came. You know what I mean? He got the business, man. He came and he showed out. He did exactly enough to get the W. I believe it was a unanimous decision. You know what I mean? My man, you know what I mean, came and got busy. Shout out to Demond Nicholson, too. Demond Nicholson showed heart. You know what I mean? He was knocked down twice, got right back up. You know what I mean? He showed no weakness, none of that. Uh, Demond Nicholson has a nice chin, though. He does have a nice chin. Like I said, he took some. Demetrius Andrade was throwing some monster shots. He was eating them joints like Skittles. You know what I mean? But after that, we had Rashidi and my homie Romaine Villa. Now, Rashidi had it on lock. I'll say the first 7.5 to 8 rounds. Rashidi, he was in and out the pocket, nice exchanges, uh, nice body shots, nice head shots, good head movement. Uh, he was fast, you know what I mean? Fast hands, fast with the jab. Uh, like I say, fast on his feet, all that. But this is just me. This is my assessment of the whole matter of Rashidi Ellis and my homie Romaine Villa. The main factor of Rashidi Ellis losing was his gas tank. He ran out of gas, and I truly believe he was moving around a little bit too much than what he needed to. He was moving around a little bit too much than what he actually needed to. And upon watching live, I was telling myself, I was telling myself around round 4 or 5, I was saying if Rashidi don't slow down a little bit, he can possibly gas out, and that's exactly what happened. He gassed out, and you can clearly see from any true boxing supporter, anybody who watched boxing thoroughly, you can clearly see that he was gassing out, and it was clearly in his performance. Uh, around round 9 and 10, Villa was opening up, and he was starting to see, he was starting to get a lot of those shots in that he was trying to get before, that he wasn't getting, he was getting them later, and you can clearly see that. And Villa, I'm not gonna lie, yo, Romaine Villa's a fucking monster, and this was actually my first time seeing Villa fight live. I only seen highlights before, but seeing him fight live, I would love to see that young man come back again. Uh, You know what I mean? Somebody I would love to see him fight somebody like a Isaac Cruz or even Cheese, Marotola. You know what I mean? Somebody needs to holler at Marotola. I still ain't seen Devin Haney say anything about Marotola. Said he'll stop him easy and early. You know what I mean? He said he'll stop him early and make it look easy. Devin Haney ain't said nothing back yet. Uh, so that's that's that. All right, so the third joint, we got my man Boots and Corinne. You know what I mean? Yo, let's just get this straight now, cause everybody seem to think that Boots is not necessarily ready for the top competition. At 147, he is. It's just this was only one time, just one time. Boots did listen to his corner, just one time, and you can tell. Um, This pay-per-view card for Boots was perfect for him because now this shows him how to brace the bright lights and to embrace the huge crowd. Because you can, Boots is not used to the huge crowd. He's used to having a lot of followers and fans, but he's not used to being, you know what I mean, under the, he's not used to being under the umbrella of all that combined together. You know what I mean? So he got his first taste of that Saturday night. And I don't care what nobody say, man. Boots did phenomenal to me. He did phenomenal to me. And I'm one of those supporters where I don't need a knockout every time I see you step in the ring. Even though that's all you've been doing since you started your career, I don't need to see that all the time. The main thing that gets me is skills and the sweet science and how you place your shots, foot movement, head movement, defense. Defense is the main thing too. Uh, and he displayed all that. You know what I mean? Kareem was a good opponent. He took some nasty shots from Boots, and man, this past weekend it was a couple fighters who I've never seen fight live, but I would love to see them come back. Kareem was another one of those fighters. Never heard of him, never seen him fight live, but uh, from the ass whooping he took from Boots, uh, he did mad good for somebody not known under the large lights also, and that's my credit I give to Kareem is he did good under the big bright lights. You know what I mean? On a huge pay-per-view card in an unknown city, unknown country, pretty much to him. I'm sure he never fought in the U.S. or none of that, so that was huge for him. Uh, he got a little bit of good recognition from the brothers. Like I said, I would love to see Kareem come back and fight some formidable opponents. 135 is stacked, yo. That's one thing I could say. I'm tripping. 147. 147 is stacked. I would love to see Kareem and Black Hobbs. Kareem and Black Hobbs that'd be a nice step up fight for Blair. That's a nice step up for both of them. I would love to see that. Um, but I think it's to me. I think it's just premature how a lot of people are saying Boots is still. A lot of people is criticizing Boots' performance Saturday night, but like I said, it wasn't enough for me to get the nod. I mean, it was a 12-round wash, 12-round clear decision wash, and that's all you need, man. You don't need. I don't need boxers to, what I mean, put the ball behind their head, roll it behind their neck, and do all that. You ain't got to do all that for me. You know what I mean? Just come to the middle of the ring. Let's get it in, man. And that's exactly what Boots did. He did, you know what I mean? He just didn't listen to his corner. And how many of your so-called favorite fighters have you seen not listen to their corner? And it either work, they either barely get a win, or they lose. In Boots' situation, he didn't listen to his corner, but he still got a 12 decision, unanimous decision. He still got a 12-round unanimous decision, still from not listening. But the main thing of boxing is discipline. You have to establish good discipline when you're in the ring, especially when that advice is coming from your coach. And in this instance, Boots' coach is his pops, his father. And it don't get no better than that. You know what I mean? It does not get no better than having your father as your coach. Because your father is not going to bullshit with you. He's not going to sugarcoat nothing. He's not going to have you feeling like you on top of the world when he know it's holes and it's tweaks in your game that need to be fixed. Your pops is going to tell you the real shit. He going to tell you the real. I remember growing up, you know what I mean, and just playing sports around the community, around the neighborhood growing up. And whenever we played, whenever I played football with the kids in the neighborhood, I was always the running back. I was always the running back because I was a little shorter than uh, all the kids around my neighborhood. It was still a lot of my friends was like my same age, but they were uh, we were stocky growing up. We was like some short, skinny, cocky little niggas. You know what I mean? But I was always the running back because I was fast. I was fast as fuck. I had fast hands, fast feet. So I was always a running back. Nobody could fuck with me. No, nobody. I think from, and this is real. This is real shit. Like hood. This is like hood legend sports shit. Like I've been dominating East St. Louis since like 8 years old. Just on like street ball, street football, all that shit. Running back. Nobody could fuck with me. Nobody could touch me. Like my shit was. I was Walter Payton without even knowing who the fuck Walter Payton was. Yo, I was crazy yo, out there, yo. But that shit was fun. But I'm just saying that to say this. As good as I was, just in the community, not even playing organized, my pops, he would, because 9 times out of 10, we'll be playing sports in our yard or the neighbor's yard. So he would come out occasionally and see us, and he'll see me. I'll make one little small mistake. He'd be like, Just. He'd be like, Just. He'll say whatever he got to say. Tighten that shit up. Don't be like no. And then I'll tighten that shit up, and it's a wrap from there. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like people don't understand how vital it is listening to your corner. When you don't listen to your corner, it can cost you a lot. It can cost you. It can cost you the championship from not listening. You know what I mean? You gotta listen to your corner, whether if it's something you don't want to hear. You know what I mean? Utilize that. Utilize all the advice you can from your corner, because your corner is not just gonna tell you no bullshit just because it sounds good to them. They see something obviously that you don't see, and they showing you, look, you got to tweak this. I don't like how you doing this. You got to tweak that. When he throw his left hand, he open. Watch it. Like the coaches see that, and you can see, you can get a broader view from a distance, and that's the corner can see the fight from a distance. The boxers are the boxers are like this, so you can't really disdain. You know what I mean? The level of what's coming and what's not coming and all that. The coaches and the corners can see that beautifully. So you got to listen to what they saying. You know what I mean? You can't just you can't necessarily start utilizing your own skill. Not skills, but you can't be utilizing your own techniques in situations you never been in. You know what I mean? Like for this instance, Boots he never been under the bright lights like this. But he still performed beautifully. He got the job done. 12-round unanimous decision. That's all it takes. I just don't like the criticism people are giving Boots because he didn't get the knockout. Like that's childish. That's whack. You know what I mean? Just Devin Haney never get the knockout. And y'all love Devin Haney. And this is no knock to Devin Haney. I fuck with Devin Haney and Bill Haney. Like, they my family. You know what I mean? And they are family. You know what I mean? Israel, we in the building. Black and brown. But yo, it's just, it's a certain way you gotta move when you making money like that. And when you on top, Devin Haney is undisputed at 135. You don't have to say shit to nobody. Let them motherfuckers come to you. You know what I mean? If I was undisputed at 135, I would do shit just to make motherfuckers mad, so they can call me out. If I was if I was Devin, I would have went. Yo, check this out, yo. If I was Devin Haney and I was undisputed, I would have went to Tank fight. I would have had my own ring walk, nigga. I would have I would have came out with my own ring walk. I would have had all my belts on. I would have had a top females R&B artist come out with a song specifically made for me. I would have had I would have had the top female R&B artist at the time make a song specifically for me for that moment. I'll steal all that spotlight. I'll just do crazy shit. I'll make boxers call me out. I'll make myself the problem. And that's what I'm saying. Like boxing, it's dry now to where like a lot of people are getting lazy. Like when it comes to promotion and all that stuff, cats getting lazy, and everybody want to go the Floyd route, but don't nobody want to do what Floyd did to get those big checks. Floyd put in work, you know what I mean, as uh, Pretty Boy. When he was Pretty Boy Floyd, yo son, he put in work. He was getting mad. He was fighting all the top cats in his divisions, but he never went for undisputed though. And that's one thing you can say about Floyd. Floyd had a phenomenal resume, but a lot of his moves was questionable too. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. Now, we're going to get to the main event. Tank and Hector Luis. Yo, Hector Luis gains all my respect. He already had my respect previous, you know what I mean, to the fight. But he gained all my respect 1,000% after this. Because on some real Hector Luis, he didn't have to take the fight. He didn't have to sign a contract. He didn't have to show up Saturday. But he did. And he gave Tank a good run for his money for 5 rounds. But I just want to make this clear real quick. And I just want to set the record straight. PSA. Shout out to my homie Yoda Wise, Mr. PSA. Yeah, yo. Salute Yoda, wherever you at, G. Salute. But y'all just want to say this real quick. When it comes to Tank and the Hector Luis fight, a lot of people, let's just say this. A lot of cats already knew Tank was going to win. They just wanted to see how Tank would handle such of an opponent like Hector Luis. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like the type of hate. What up, Op L? What up, G? It's the break room stream. The break room stream. Live from the break room. But yo, cats knew Tank was gonna wash him. But it's like, I don't know, yo. It's like cats, and this is just me from the outside looking in. And before I say anything of what I'm about to say, I have no ties to none of these boxers. I don't show favoritism. I have a few favorite fighters. I don't show these niggas no favoritism. The best fight the best at all costs. I don't want to hit no bullshit. And so on and so on. So with all that being said, when are people just gonna give Tank his props, yo? Cause look, I can say this. I've been watching Tank ever since 2016. So pretty much, I've been watching Tank pretty much since his career started. 2016, he was like 4, 5, 6-0 ish. So I've been watching Tank since then, and I seen the Pedraza fight, and I seen the Liam Walsh fight when he went to the UK, and he cooked Liam Walsh. As far as I can remember, yo, as far as I can think back and remember, since I first started watching Tank. Nothing has changed. Like his game has been the same. His game plan may have changed, but he's gotten better. You feel what I'm saying? Like it seemed like his power elevated. Like this nigga Tank has been a problem since I've known of him. You know what I mean? In the boxing world, I've never seen Tank look soft in the ring. Never seen him look soft. I never seen him get punked or punished in the ring. I never seen him take too much punishment in the ring. And that's the same thing with Errol Spence, yo. Like, a lot of cats are fanboys, you know what I mean, to these boxers. I'm not a fanboy. I just look at shit on a broader view. I look at shit realistically. Like, I'm Morpheus when it comes to this shit. Like, I try to give people the realness. Look at it from the real. Take your feelings out of it. You know what I mean? Take all your feelings out of this shit because your feelings don't matter. Your feelings don't matter to nothing. So that's why I don't know why cats get all, uh, they get all, you know what I mean, mushy and all that shit when it comes to certain cats. I understand, I get it. They one of your favorites, and you want to see your favorite elevate, get all the accolades and all the praise. I get it. But at the same time, cats got to be real with themselves, man, and you gotta take it for what it is. Like, man, like right now at this point, I don't see nobody fucking with Tank from 130 to 140. I've been saying that. I've always said that, and I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm gonna keep saying that, son. And like, I honestly don't see nobody fucking with Tank from here on out. Like, I mean, clear decisions, clear victories. Like, boxing IQ was crazy. Defense, Tank defense is slept on, just like Errol Spence defense. Errol Spence, yo, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Errol Spence has the most underrated, slept on defense in the history and sport of boxing. I don't know. It was one of these days. It was a video I watched where the the video creator, he spent like 8 minutes, 8 or 9 minutes, just describing Errol Spence's defensive techniques, and like it was a lot of shit that I didn't see and didn't know how when Errol Spence is moving, yo, he is, oh man, like it's like the shots, it's like the shots that Errol Spence's opponent would try to sneak in. It's like he would already have a defense set up just in case. Like it's crazy. It's hard to explain, son. That's how crazy it is. Like I remember in that very video that I'm talking about, the defense video, he was fighting some cat, and dude, he was throwing like crazy shots from crazy wild angles. A couple of them was connected. I said like one or two maybe connected because they was from. He was throwing them like an octopus. They was coming from all angles, up, down, overhand. And I was noticing in the midst of his opponent throwing punches, EJ is throwing punches too. But in the midst of him throwing, he blocking. And I'm like, ugh, like, and then like they slow it down so you can catch it, you see it all. And I'm like, yo, he throwing, catching it, body shot. Then he'll catch the shot coming this way. And he like, it's crazy, son. Like, Errol don't get enough credit for his defense. And people wonder why people always say, well, he don't ever move his head. He don't have to. He don't have to move his head. And that's what I'm saying, yo. When you get to that point in your career where you yourself is doing stuff purposely because you know your opponent and opposition can't touch you, you shouldn't be in a sport. You should get that's cheating. Yo, get the fuck out, yo. That's crazy. But that's just that just shows the level of athleticism these cats got. You know what I mean? And it's man, see, you already know. You already know how it is. So it ain't no, and that's what I'm saying, yo. Like that's how you know this ain't no fanboy shit. And everybody in TWT and all the brothers that's on here now, y'all already know we ain't no fanboys. We just one of our favorite fighters can get washed. If it's a wash where we know it was no foul play, nothing, no glove tampering, none of that, we'll take it, and we'll take it and run with it. We might even laugh behind it and be like, well, shit, he'll be back. Like we don't take this shit serious. We take this shit light. You know what I mean? It's entertainment, it's sports. We know, but boxing is a lot more real than all the other sports that's out there. Boxing and MMA. That's why I'm so heavy into boxing and whatever, because it's boxing is one of the realest sports. You can boxing is like one of the only sports where you can die in an instant from participating. And I'll say the only known sport next that comes to mind is football, where you can maybe die instantly from in the midst of a play. But that's only boxing and football for real. But I just want to say, yo, I'm no fanboy of Tank. I'm none of that. I just love seeing the best come at the best. And right now, Tank, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how you cut it, how you slice it. Tank is the top dog at 135. I'm sorry. Tank is the top dog. Devin might be undisputed. Devin might be undisputed. He might be undisputed. But from the way Devin is moving, lets me know Tank the top nigga at 135. Tank is that nigga at 135. Because whenever you got the undisputed champ coming at you over some shit that when you got the undisputed champ trying to when you got the undisputed champ in your weight class trying to demean your fight because of a crowd altercation that's distracting the entire arena. The entire arena was distracted from Meek Mill and the Gary Russell's altercation. The entire arena paused and looked. You can go back and look at the fight. Even Hector Luis, he was walking up to Tank and he even looked like, the fuck? Like, he even looked over and paused, like, what the hell they doing? His hands was in motion like this. He looked over like, so everybody was distracted. And it's crazy how everybody was like, no, I mean, Devin was like, how are you going to pause the fight over the crowd? And it's like, come on, son, like, Dev, you reaching. You reaching, Dev. Yo, Dr. Mark, what's goody? Yeah, we in here, G. Dr. Mark, what's going on? But yeah, Dev, you reaching, man. Dev, you reaching. You reaching. Dev, no. You reaching. You reaching. No. You reaching, Dev. Don't do it. But it's, man, it's just, we got to be real with ourselves. We got to keep it 100 when it comes to these boxers and these fighters and the outcomes of these fights. We got to keep it real. You know what I mean? You got to keep it funky. You got to keep it 100. Because when you do that, you feel better. You feel better about yourself. You feel better about your fighter, because you already know it ain't no bullshit behind you. When you keep it real on certain shit, you feel better because you know you ain't got to come back behind it and sugarcoat it with some more bullshit. That's why I keep it real 100% every day, all day. Because, to be honest, I don't like to lie. I don't. I love to tell motherfuckers the truth and to see their face when I tell them the truth. I don't like to lie. Because when you lie, you got to come back and tell 50,000 more lies to keep that first lie under wraps. You know what I mean? That's too much work. I ain't got to do all that. I'd rather tell you the truth in HD one time, and that's it. If you hate me, that's cool. If you like me, that's even better. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Bada bing, bada boom. You feel me? Hey. Yeah, wise guy. Hey. Yeah, bada bing, bada boom. You like me or you don't, eh? Facts, Dr. Mark. You know what I mean? I'm on my 30-minute lunch break. It's been 30 minutes, but I'm going to give y'all about 5 more. Fuck the system. Yo. Yeah, yo. Yo, but for these past 5, these next 5 minutes or whatever, that's that's the end of my little recap of the boxing weekend. And for these next little 4 minutes, I just want to give love and peace and praise to my TWT family. Everybody that's in the chat now, I fuck with y'all, I rock with y'all heavy. You know what I mean? Y'all always y'all always come through. You know what I mean? Whenever somebody is live, y'all show love and all that shit. So I love it. My channel growing. You know what I mean? Just from within like a month. I was looking at my analytics yesterday, and like from like beginning of December last month, till like today, nigga, my shit booming. I feel like you op. My channel boom, yo. It's getting there. You know what I mean? So and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Like when I first was, you know what I mean, getting in tune with like the TWT and all the cats like that, like fucking with the LDBC and all that. Uh, just it was motivation, man. Like just seeing all these brothers having these channels, and like it was inspiring. It was motivating and inspiring, like seeing all these brothers with these YouTube channels, and you know what I mean, talking about whatever the fuck they wanted to, moving however the fuck they wanted to. Uh, you know what I mean, being free, talking freely. Uh, shit. I mean, just 100% working off YouTube. That's lovely. You know what I mean, and that's where I want to be. You know what I mean? I don't want to work for nobody. Like I don't want to have to come live from the break room. You know what I mean? I don't want to come live from the break room no more. I want to buy the break room. You feel me? But I'm a yo, like one of these days I'm gonna start going live. I'm gonna start putting my managers on live, just on some crazy shit. Like just I'm gonna start going live all the time. But I just want to say, yo, I appreciate everybody in TWT. I appreciate everybody from the LDBC because the LDBC is who, uh, you know what I mean, got me wanting to do media. Because I was just watching. I was just watching media. You know, niggas always watch TV. You know, what I mean, that's all we do is watch TV. So I was cool with just watching y'all. You know what I mean? And then like because it was only a good handful of cats. You know, it was Drew, BF, and 78 was the first 3 cats I started watching. And I started fucking with Drew because Drew was heavy on that. He was heavy on like the chat rooms. How the chat rooms would be racist and all that. They would say all kind of crazy shit, and they was I get it from you, I. You know what I mean? Goo wop, goo wop, op. But like they would just show how whenever they would be on other chat rooms, they would voice their opinions on Floyd Mayweather or whatever, or Errol Spence. When Errol Spence first started, they would voice their opinions, and like they would get ran through the ringer just for showing love to their own fighters. You know what I mean? Fighters who look like them, and just how seeing how everything started from a thought, and look where everybody is now. Like it's lovely, man. It's beautiful, and I'm trying not to cry. No, I'm just playing. But yo, this shit is dope, son, and it's only gonna go up from here, and ain't no stopping. Ain't no stopping TWT. Ain't no stopping LDBC. We may not be 100% affiliated, but we all come together. You know what I mean? Because we got shit on lock. It's the locks, nigga. Locks. We got shit on lock. Rough Riders. You know what I mean? We got it on lock. Shout out to Kiss, Styles, and Chic, because we got it on lock. New media, we got new media on lock. You feel me? We got new media on lock. We got new media on lock. We got YouTube. All these content creators, we got y'all cats on lock. You feel me? LDBC, hashtag TWT, Dr. Mark. We got it on lock. Dr. Mark got it on lock. Dr. Mark, I might not write a lot in your comments, but I'll be right there, champ. I'll be listening. I'll be listening to your shit. Your shit. That's why I say you or I'm a younger version of you. Because everything that I do and talk about, you talk about the same shit, but it's a age difference. But it's no mentality difference. It's only an age difference. And I'm pretty sure you get around just as good as I do. So it ain't no age difference. It's just a mentality difference. You know what I mean? We all mobilize and move as one. You know what I mean? We Voltron in this bitch. And we not gonna stop, yo. I know I done went past way 5 minutes, but when I get on here and start talking to y'all, I get excited. I get highly excited, and it make me want to walk out the job. No, I'm just playing, yo. Cause I gotta get this money. I gotta get this money. Nah, look, Dr. Mark, you that dude. You know what I mean? You that dude. You that dude. You know what I mean? And I just want to give, um, before I leave out now, I just want to give a huge shout out to all the OGs, Dr. Mark, Stormy B Man, Drew, uh, 78. I can put you up there. You about 50. Nah, Kano, my G, and Kano, that's the hermano. That's my dog. Been my dog since day one. You know what I mean? I be on IG trying to wake Kano up, trying to tell Kano he's a god. You know what I mean? From Psalms 82:6. That's you. That's Hispanics too. You know what I mean? All y'all. We all, blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, we are one. We come together, you know what I mean? Straight up. And we gonna we gonna we gonna build this house, and we gonna build it on rock. We not gonna build it on sand. You know what I mean? We're gonna build this on rock. We're gonna build this on rock, not on sand. This ain't gonna be a house built on sand. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a house built on our land, straight up. And we're gonna keep it rocking. Old media, get in the back. Y'all drop the ball. It's our turn now. ESPN, you know what I mean? All y'all old media platforms and all that shit is over now. We taking over. All that shit is the past now. Come on, man. Like, we here. We the who was that what was that movie? What the fuck is that movie? Nigga, we the Warriors. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We the Warriors, nigga. Yeah, we the Warriors. You know what I mean? It's 1,000 of us. You don't even know where we coming from, but we all together. You know what I mean? When you see that hashtag, just like I'm in the Midwest, you got cats in the South, you got cats on the East Coast, cats on the West Coast, cats maybe in UK. That's TWT. You never know. We all over, G. But that's it. Yo, I love y'all cats. Stay safe. Stay vigilant. Because the devil is trying to take you off your square. Stay live. Stay vigilant. Keep your foot on his neck. Straight up. That's how we rocking it. That's how we keeping it. And we ain't stopping it. Straight up. TWT, LDBC. Strong. We in here. And we out.